Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash, and giving double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect. It's your brother Brother Gabar from GMS Miami Camp, and what I want to get into today is an article from NewsNation.now.com, in which it's basically speaking about China. All right, China's super soldier experiments disturbing ex-intelligence officer. All right, there's a right now you got this Gorilla Hebrew character pop back up on YouTube, and he's speaking about not being a part of the Hebrew Israelite community, blah, blah, blah. And we're cosplaying. He used that word. And what I want to speak about briefly on that topic is, here it is, with all this going on, we're at the end. Men's, at the end of the day, whatever comes out of your mouth, it comes from your spirit, at the end of the day. And he felt like he was cosplaying, all right, just putting on a garment and going out there pretending to be a Hebrew Israelite. But here it is, all right, our enemies, they're not playing, all right, they're not playing, all right. China super soldier experiments, all right, and we started here at Great Millstone. We get into what the world would call conspiracy theories, but they're not. And why am I saying this is because for a long time, a lot of things that our elders were saying and we say, you people laughed at. You people thought it was a joke. You people thought it was a game. All right, we told you about the system that is about to be set up. We warned you about spiritual powers and how Esau, all right, would get into super soldiers, and how he shows you in the movies about these things. It's not a fucking joke, man. All right, you Israelites, you guys, you play too fucking much. This ain't funny. What's about to happen ain't gonna be funny. It's gonna be some real shit. All right, let me play this.
Senator, China's hackers so skilled. I heard the Senator Warner talking about Chinese super soldiers. What is this?
Yeah, well, you actually look at China's history in this, and they've been exploring this concept for a while. Can they modify human behavior, human physiology, etc., to build a more, or to create, if you will, a more a superior individual, physically as well as mentally? So it is something that they've written about. And interesting, sometimes you see these things come up out of the Academy of Military Sciences, that they actually write on it, and then the Chinese government whisks it offline pretty quickly. But,
what do we know about this? I mean, first of all, is this done through gene splicing or selective breeding? And secondly, what exactly are they looking for in terms of human characteristics? What's their ideal Chinese super soldier specimen look like?
Well, in actuality, we really don't know much about it, other than some of the research that they state is.
All right, and that's enough. Okay, Zechariah, chapter 12, verse 8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord before him. All right, shall be as the power, as the angel of the Lord before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. All right, our enemies are building super soldiers. All right. Our enemies are building super soldiers. All right. People laughed at us when we spoke about spiritual power. People laugh at us when we speak about these things. That sounds crazy to the a natural man. We told you people that we in this time, we're going to need to have spiritual powers. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book of life. All right, it's going to get bad. Our people, sometimes they don't want to hear what we got to say, but the proof is in the pudding. All right, if China is building super soldiers, you think America's not building super soldiers? You think super soldiers ain't going to be running around here somewhere? They already got robots. They got robot dogs. You think Russia ain't got none? You think Iran ain't got none? You think all these other nations ain't got none of this stuff that they're experimenting on humans? Trying to build super soldiers, splicing their genes? They're experimenting on the American people. This ain't a fucking joke. This ain't, we ain't cosplaying. We're not pretending to be Hebrew Israelites. This is for real. The devil knows that these Edomites know that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And they ain't playing. This ain't funny to them. They know that this is it. Their time is up. They know this. And don't be bewitched by these guys on these podcasts and the guerrilla Hebrew. Don't get them to question your faith, because these devils, it's not to be scared of these devils. Okay, because I just read Zechariah 12. All right, in Daniel 12, it says everyone that should be found written in the book. All right, we're going to be saved from this shit. But these people, these nations, our enemies, they hate us with a passion, and they can't wait for Jacob's trouble. All right, and these super soldiers, okay, this not a movie. This is not a joke. This is not a game. We're not playing. We're not cosplaying. This is not just a movement. This is not just something to do on the weekends. This is some real shit. Excuse my language. This is real life. This is not a game. You have a group of people, nations of people that hate you. And you're going to see how much they hate you soon. Because if, you know, how the saying go, if words can't get to you, adversity will. All right. And Guerrilla Hebrew is just butthurt because he's been rejected by the Lord. And the Lord exposed him for being nasty. All right. This guy had plenty of opportunities to stop being nasty. Plenty of opportunities to hearken to counsel. He got too puffed up with pride, and the Lord exposed him for who he really is. And he's hurt. He's hurt. So he's going to speak down on us Hebrew Israelites. He's going to call it a movement now because he's not a part of this anymore. All right. And he's going to bewitch some of you people. All right. But at the end of the day, Jacob's trouble, it's coming. And he knows he's through. He think he's gonna be able to put a gun in his mouth and off himself when that shit come. Yeah, nigga, we know you. We know you guys. You guys are the Sicarii. The same guys that committed suicide in the ancient world. You are the same guys. You think when Jacob's trouble comes, you're gonna be able to put it in your mouth and blow your brains out. Anyways, Jeremiah 30:7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right? Jacob's trouble will be here. And it's not nothing that we could escape from. Just because we don't talk about it, that does not mean it ain't gonna come. All right. At the end of the day, this is prophecy. And the things that we're showing you, all right, it just backs up what we're saying. All right, because all of these things that are brewing up, we can tie them back to the scriptures. We can tie them back to war. All right, them working on super soldiers. That's going towards the defense budget. All right, what is that saying? Beat your, that's in Joel 3. Joel 3:9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, because it's almost time. It's almost time for that great showdown in the Levant, the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh's judgment, where Yahweh is going to plead with the nations for the nation of Israel sake. We ain't cosplaying. World War III is happening because of what these people did to the Lord's people. What the heathens did to us. Nigga wanna act like we all just pretending. We all just got on garments just faking it. Whatever the hell he was saying. This ain't a movement either. All right, these people, the Lord is going to make these people fight. And these super soldiers are a part of it. You're going to see some crazy ass shit in these last days. Some shit you see in movies. Captain America type, you know. You thought Captain America was fake. Niggas jumping on houses and shit. All right, I'm laughing, but it ain't funny. Because the Lord got to deliver us from this shit, man. We need to be saved. All right, we need to be saved. Ain't no way all you niggas talking about you're going to get these guns and you're going to start your own militia and you're going to get the black community together and you're going to go against Esau. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. Esau got super soldiers, drones, nuclear missiles. Cut the cap, nigga. Nigga sent Captain America through your hood. Fucking RoboCop. All right. It says, continue reading. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. NLT, hammer your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Train even your weaklings to be warriors. All right. So turn your farming instruments, your farming tools into weapons of war. All right. Instead of money being allocated to more agricultural things, put it towards war. It's time to fight. The Lord is making these people get together and fight. Get your scientists together. Make super soldiers. Everybody knows eventually the Lord is putting a spirit of war on these nations so that they can fight one another. And so when Yahushua come back, he's just gonna knock them all down. All right, and that's the Jacob's trouble. Okay, in World War III, that's prophecy. All right, so don't let nobody trick you out of your crown, man. Don't let nobody get you to think that this is not a real thing. This is not for fake. This is not a movement. All right, what's happening in real life is tying to the scriptures. So if you fall by the wayside because of some comments a nigga made, then you gotta pray and fast. Your faith is weak. All right, because you're gonna have plenty of men that are gonna say all type of crazy shit in these last days, and your faith got to be strong. That's why it's very important who you follow. Okay, so with that, shalom.